Balozi wa Amani initiative was founded by a young man whose life experience gave him the motivation to give back to society in whatever way he could. Here is his story.
I'm Kevin Oduor. Kevin Oduor is known as Balozi because of the name of the organization. The organization is called Balozi wa Amani Initiative, so most people prefer to call me Balozi. Balozi is a paramedic, and Balozi is a counselor and a mentor to many. And also Balozi is the founder of Balozi wa Amani Initiative. Balozi was born in a rural area and went to school in those areas. But after school we came to Nairobi to look for life. This is the time I went to college, and I was residing in somewhere in Kariadudu, just next to Babadogo. So I was with my aunt. We spent life there, childhood, and until the time I started living at my own. I started living at my own in Korogosho slum. This is where I could afford to pay my rent at that time. So I left my auntie's home when I was now able to pay my rent, which was 300 shillings per month. The situation that I found in Korogosho and the life that I was living with my parents led to me, to venture in doing charity, because one, in a rural area, when we were young, we used to see our mother giving out food to people. When it's dry, people come for food at our place. So we grew up knowing that it's good to give. So we were just brought up in that situation. So after I came to Korogosho, I found the life that people live. And the little that we could do is to mobilize ourselves as youths at that time and see what we can do, to change the lives of people that we see in the area. So this is whereby we came up with few of us and team up and start looking for friends who can help us to reach out to some needy kids in the slum. The situation we found was how to feed the people, because you found that there is no job. Even me, there was a time I could not even afford 300 per month, the rent, because it was difficult. You don't have a job, you don't have anything. So we used to feed in some food, the leftover of bread. We call them anyona. Anyona is a leftover of a bread in the company when they are cutting the bread, and the other ones or the rejected breads. So they are being brought in the community, the slum, and people used to buy them. So I could even spend a day with only this bread, a piece of loaf. So this situation forced me to come up with an idea of how do we support even a little in this community.
Kevin says the initiative has no limitations in terms of the target groups.
As an organization currently, our target group is wide. We target children, and we target children's homes. We also target the street families and the prisoners. So those are the area that we cover. We normally do prison visits, children home visits, and also we do street family programs, whereby we have different programs now, which one of them we called it Uji Mtaani. We also in partnership with the Chapati Forum, whereby we do chapatis to street family and prisons. So those are the kind of the areas that we found most effective, impacting life of individuals in day-to-day activities.
Balozi wa Amani's main objective is geared towards peace.
Balozi wa Amani initiative, as we found it, we were targeting to bring peace and sanity and harmony to Kenya, because when we were founding Balozi wa Amani, it was the time of post-election violence. So you could see people have hatred and we could not, this community could not go to other place. So we were looking for ways of bringing people together so that we can bring harmony. So we found it as a peace building organization, and we registered it later on in 2017 before general election. So after registration is done, we now started rolling down the programs. But initially we were just doing social activities whereby we could just mobilize friends without partnering with any persons. We just mobilize friends and do an activity. So then after registering the Balozi Amani initiative, our main aim was, main vision and mission is to bring a peaceful Kenya for all. So bringing peace is that we can't bring peace when people are hungry. This is whereby we are now having the relief program whereby we do children's homes and prisons and street families, as I've said before.
What are some of these initiatives' impact to the society?
If I can remember, during elections, there was a petition that, the petition about the election, and there was a riot in most part of Kenya, like Kisumu. So as the peace building organization, I was called by then commissioner to go and talk to people about peace. So we were partnering with Peace Corps. Peace Corps is the administration police who are just purely doing peace activities. So we partnered with them to Kisumu. We went and have a series of dialogues with the stakeholders whereby we identified the ringleaders like boda guys. So the impact I can say is that during this time there was a lot of demonstration and all this. So when we intervene, we talk to the police to withdraw from using force. We talk to the youths, to refrain from going for demonstration. And then the result was that went viral about the maandamano bila tiaga si maandamano. That was part of our work in Kisumu. In other areas, we've impacted a lot of children's homes whereby we've supported them. We have supported a children's home in Namanga. We've supported, that is the home that we've stood firm with from zero to a certain point. So we have, we've been in prisons. The prisons, they know our programs, so there are a lot of impact. We've visited number of slums with our program of Uji Mtaani, whereby we go cook a porridge and children come, even mothers, even anybody can come and serve uji and bread, and we call it a day. Yeah, we've done quite a number of, and also during the COVID-19 period, we've been able to partner with different stakeholders and gave at least 2,800 household food.
Apparently, Uji Mtaani stands out amongst the other programs.
The Uji Mtaani program is an initiative, a program we found within our project, whereby we found it very effective to bring people together. So when we go to like a slum, let's say, for example, Korogosho, this is where we started the Uji Mtaani program. So when we go there, we bring people together, the community members. They come on board, they help us cook, they give us the utensils to do. So it's a part of bringing people together, to do a common thing, despite the difference of the ethnicity.
The activities involved in this initiative are?
We have something we call Ghetto to Ghetto tour. Ghetto to Ghetto tour is a tour that we go with in different ghettos. Despite the Uji Mtaani, when we do a Ghetto to Ghetto tour, we share the skills that we have. Like me, I'm a medic. If we go in a forum, we have a forum of youths who want to be a medic. So that you can just be with those interested in medical, those interested in education, being a teacher. You see the aspiration that anyone wants to be. So that is the program that we do. We also do exchange program whereby we can take people from, let me use an example from Kisumu. You know the rivalry that has been with the the community, the Luo community and Kikuyus, we can take them with an exchange program. We take people from Kisumu and Nyeri, then we go to a different community like Maasai land to go. You see, when we have these guys together, we go to a Maasai community, we share the experience. How do they resolve the conflict if they have conflict? We also have the outreach programs. We have outdoor activities like the games, the football tournaments, anything that can bring people together.
Behind the Balozi wa Amani initiative are a number of people who Kevin works together with.
We have members, about 15, and then we have now volunteers, about 170, who normally comes to our programs whenever we have an activity. So we have people who are volunteering in different positions, like the ones running the social media, the other ones doing the videography and photographies, and any person with their specialty, you come and give the time. And then now we have the steering committee, whereby we have the chairman, we have secretary, treasurer, and all that.
My name's Judy Kadoita. I'm a medic by profession, specifically specializing in radiology. I'm a mentor, and I have a passion for community service. I met Kevin, we were working together in a certain hospital, but I would say it's not, I had the passion personally, like it's in me to serve the less fortunate, or may I say the society. So when I got somebody that I could hook up with and do more of what I like doing, of course, then that's when I joined the group. That was in the year 2016, yeah.
As challenges are inevitable, this initiative has not been an exception.
Number one is high demand from the community, because they expect that as far as you are an organization, you must have something to offer to them. So mostly we get calls, like currently I have pending cases, 2 women who want to give their children to a children's home because they don't have something to give their children. They don't have food, they don't have anything. So they are just reaching out to us, like your guys' organization, you can help us in one way or the other. So you find that we don't have the fundings that we can do. I mean, the running programs, such kind of, the feeding, constant feeding in the households. We just do a one-off program whereby you can just buy food and donate to someone just once. So those are the kind of the challenges we have. High demand from the community. We don't have constant partners. We just have volunteers. Like when we call an event, we just call amongst the volunteers to contribute. And also we are doing a monthly contribution. So you see, monthly contribution with 150 members, even if you give 1,000, it's just a little money that can't run the organization administration, and then you do the event. So at most we end up using our own resources to facilitate some of the organization's program.
Of course, challenges are there, that here and there, but I can say we thank God, actually we thank God that we are able to do the little that we do, and making people smile. Not many people do, but the few we do, we appreciate, and we thank God for that.
When asked of the future plans, this is what Kevin says.
Our future plan is to have Balozi wa Amani all over Kenya. We want to have, if possible, we might start with counties, to lobby the counties to have a peace docket within the counties, whereby we can say, like Nairobi, the chapters. So this is our aim as Balozi wa Amani, so that we have different regions represented in the forum, so that we reach the wider population. And other projects is maybe if we might get a partnership and donors. Our projects are very essential and people really need them. So we may need to have like a very wide projects that we are doing, running all over the country.
There are a number of sustainability tactics that the Balozi initiative uses.
We have a monthly contribution whereby we contribute a little money to just to sustain the project running. And you might find that some few months ago we were restricted of bringing people together. So this is the time you might find we have at least something small that has been not utilized. So this is where we can say we have something to do with our project. That is how we sustain ourselves. Through donations, through well-wishers, those who are interested in coming, we have guys who are interested in coming on board to support, although in a low pace, but we will appreciate if we have people coming on board to help us move on with the projects.
Currently, I'm the treasurer. I handle all the finances that we get and for our specific events that we do, like now the Uji Mutaani. Okay, the moment we plan about the Uji Mutaani, we set a certain date. We have our WhatsApp group for our members. We post, this is what we want to do, this is the budget, date and everything. So we start raising funds through our members and through our friends and family. We decide as it comes or as the urge comes in. Like the Uji Mutaani is very much appreciated. I don't know if it's because it is the community or it's on the streets, but I think it's one of our best programs. Even with the response from the community and from the rest of the members, because we are quite a number, we are about 200 and something. And sometimes when we fall short of our budget, because sometimes if we want a budget of 20K, at the end of the day we have raised 15, so we have a shortfall of 5. And we have to go to Korogosho, and it's now this Saturday, you see. So the 5,000 as the officials, now we dig deep to our pockets to compensate for the 5K so that at least our budget can be met.
So what keeps them moving?
It's about passion. Anyone can tell you we are very passionate about Balozi Amani initiative, whereby when we are called to serve, we normally create time to serve. As the medical field, you know, you can work and someone can stand in for you, and then you do something else and you come back and proceed. So we normally create time and find time for our programs whenever we have an activity.
The reception is warm. It's warm. They receive us very well. The beauty of seeing those kids or those women smile at us, it's all we need actually. It's not, you even forget how much money you had chucked out. You understand? Ile pesa ulikuwa unapeana, unasahau. When you see those kids enjoying the uji, the biscuits, the sweets, wow, that alone, it's satisfaction, it's level.
Let us all choose to help out in whichever way possible.
Try to support only one at a time if you are able to do so. And to our partners, we would like to thank you guys. We have partnership with the Do It With Boldness Foundation, whereby we partner with them in doing sanitary towels to girls. We have a partnership with the Good Deeds Day Africa, Good Deeds Day Kenya, and also, as I've said, Volunteer Involving Organization, which is an umbrella body of all the volunteering organizations in Kenya. We are part of it, and so many partners that we could not say.
My advice would be, give us, if you find a chance to help, or if you find somebody who is needy, kindly help as little as you can. The little that you have, don't feel probably it's too little, like it will not make an impact. Of course, it may not make an impact to you, but the person you're helping, it will make a big impact.